Hey guys, Tarke here, and I want to give another update on my exposed Pharaoh character, and this video is all about layering defense. I've made quite a few changes to the character in order to make it overall more tanky. I kind of want to talk through those reasonings. So first off, this build was at 7.5k at the start of my major reworks, and I decided to drop my health down to 7.2k in order to get more layers of defense. Now, why did this happen? So I've just been quite happily farming about 6s to 8s, just alking and going, running up to about 2 or 3 rippy mods. Any more than 3 rippy mods I'll put to the side. If it's reflect, obviously I put it to the side. Now, we're only level 85. We have fairly good gear. We have invested into a Comb's Heart. Every other piece is about, 5 to 15 chaos. But we haven't gone crazy. That being said, so I was just chilling around doing a mud geyser, and a ghosted Tunneltrap just taps me on the head for 7k. And that was kind of scary. And I'm like, I had all of my flasks up. I had basalt up, I had everything up, and I got tapped for 7k. And I'm like, I think I need to get a little bit more in this build than just life. So I've made a few changes. As you know, I was kind of unhappy with the way that Vaal Haste was performing, and I was playing around with different setups. I've decided to put Vaal Grace in. Vaal Grace is just very nice defense. It does give you 34% chance to dodge attacks and dodge spells. So it's basically like just having, acro and phase acro in a button without the downsides. It's not always active. The base duration is 6 seconds. We have increased duration on it, so it does last for longer. But it's just one of those things, you kind of just press it before a strongbox, just as a breach is about to start, and it's kind of okay. I was a little bit burnt on the skill. I did actually lose my Slayer this league to the animation it takes to press a Vaal skill. It's like charge. In that animation lineup, I did get one tapped at 6k HP. Hopefully that won't happen again with this character, but, stuff happens. You die in animations. It's whatever. I'm trying out again for now. Obviously, I've gone for the rearguard and the Rumis. This is the biggest notable thing. The Rumis puts me up to 53% chance to block attacks. I'm still missing my Uberlab, so I'm still missing some flask effectiveness. And it puts me up to 9k armor. I actually get a lot more armor than I thought I would. I was expecting to get 5k armor. Instead, I get some 6.2k armor, just because flask effectiveness is good. So that's always nice. And yeah, that's why Pathfinder's good. Flask effectiveness is nice. Look at that. Jing. Crazy Fizmit. But anyway, I'm kind of going off topic. So to fit the rearguard into the build, to fit the Rumis into the build, we do have to make some sacrifices. We dropped the Itzeries. Go away, Hail. He's one of our viewers. He's a nice guy, but he has a tendency to message me during videos. Anyway. We dropped the Itzeries. The reason we dropped the Itzeries is even with all my gear changes, we're still sat at 63% Chaos Res, which is plenty. I can still Forbidden Taste and have no negative degen. It's just, we don't really take any Chaos damage. And justifying the Itzeries when we didn't need the Chaos Res felt kind of awkward. Another thing is, since my health is above the 7k threshold, it's very difficult for me to kill myself to reflect unless I'm doing something stupid like running reflex maps, which I'm not. Or if I do my dual curse flammability early weakness setup and then do a 5 single fuse weapon swap. But you have to be pretty dumb to do that. It's not something that I'm going to do, and even in that case I still have a big buffer. Recoloring my helm was a real pain, but it was very worthwhile. Having the early weakness flammability makes rares and bosses melt so much faster. Really makes the dual curse feel worthwhile in the build. So the Itzeries was feeling kind of weak. And after getting tapped by Tunneltrap for 7k, I was thinking, yeah, doing the whole Rumi's rearguard, there's a reason why people do it. It's just nice layers of mitigation. You want to layer mitigation. Just having a high HP pool will not save you against random one-shots. We have the high HP pool, we have the 100% heal from the Forbidden Taste. That is good against emergency damage. But you need these layers, the block, the armor, the basalt, the evasion. You need those to just smooth out your intake when you get swarmed in a breach, so on and so forth. It's also why I like Decoy Totem. Drop a Decoy Totem, it groups everything up neatly, the bosses ignore you. Another pro tip with Decoy Totem is if you drop it next to walls, it pushes the bosses into the walls, and then you can fuse up the wall and get really nice juicy damage. That actually helps your single target as well, which is something which is often overlooked by Decoy Totem, I feel. Now, one other thing that I do want to mention is dropping Devotos and the Winds of Change. Dropping the Devotos and the Winds of Change was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Devotos didn't have any life, so straight out it's just boom, you're missing out on 300 odd life from not running a rare helm. It's pretty noticeable. We managed to pick this up for less than 5 I believe. It has some accuracy, which helps with the LA overload, has high life, has some chaos res, so I still keep my chaos resistance very high. And the Winds of Change, while it did give the 50% increased Proj damage, we get some Proj damage off the rear guard quiver, and it only gave 50 life, and that's if you have a perfectly rolled one. Getting a perfect roll Winds of Change, which also has high Proj damage, is pretty difficult. It also has the 10% reduced movement speed, and dropping the Devotos and the Winds of Change at the same time, it made the difference with Devotos and not Devotos really not that noticeable at all. You'll see I still have 106% increased movement speed with Quicksilver, which is more than enough. This is also why we can get away with not running Vaal Haste. Our Quicksilvers are always active because we're a Pathfinder. It's super easy. You can see that, you know, we're about to get 4 uses out of this. And there's the chance that I don't consume charges. It's very easy to keep it active all of the time. One of the big benefits of being a Pathfinder. So, yes, we are 85. I do want to keep pushing this character. I often have an issue with my builds, and I want your guys' input on this quickly. So a lot of this league has been me getting characters to about 85 plus. The 85 to 90 window is quite difficult for me at the moment while I'm not streaming. I often feel pressured to remake new characters so I can keep making new build guides. Since I'm doing these updates daily, near daily, what would you guys prefer? Would you prefer that I keep playing Exposed Variant, you know, I push it into some red maps, you know, get it around about 90, do 1 or 2 more videos and go, okay, that's it, that's Exposed Variant done? Or at this point, are you wanting me to play a new build? I have got a new build planned. Again, archer-based. I do like my archers. Sorry if you hate them. But yeah, what is your viewpoint on the whole sticking with one character for a very long time? If I'm streaming, it's obviously a lot easier, because if I'm streaming, then I can just stream me mapping constantly, and I don't feel the pressure to reroll. But this league, since I've been streaming so far because of graphics card issue, I have felt a very strong pressure to reroll characters which had a lot of potential. The Berserker character, the Tornado character, that was going really well. I was able to clear tier 12s with a Lionized Glare, which I really wasn't expecting. And I didn't even have a capped out added chaos. I think my added chaos was only like level 18 or something. And that was a case where I was like, okay, do I either invest all of my currency into getting a Reach of the Council now, or do I make a new character and new content for you guys? So yeah, some feedback on that would be nice. And yeah, I've been Tarke. I'm going to keep pushing this character. If you also have any other suggestions on ways I can round out my defenses, let me know. Hope you're all having a good day. Bye-bye.